Good luck.
As David Jones would say, this is the participation part of the day. All right, Robin, what's your motivation for today?
My motivation for today. What motivates me? Gosh, it shouldn't be a hard question, I know. I mean, I'm looking forward to, I've been focusing on trying to learn and practice scripts more because I know that's what I really need to work on. And I've been trying to do my workbook, and I reached out to Joe Quattrucci, who I had started with the KPN 66 with.
Right.
Because Renee and I, in our practice, we were like giving each other assignments. And so we did one with circle prospecting. And I remembered seeing a script in a video. And so he emailed me back and sent me the script.
Very cool.
Yeah, so I thought that was great.
Yeah, Joe actually called me yesterday too on something completely different. So kind of funny.
He's a nice guy.
He is a great guy. I've worked with him a couple of times. So your motivation, let's pin it down. Your motivation is to learn scripts, but why are we learning your scripts?
Because I want to be successful for my business.
Okay. What's that going to do for you? What's the success going to do for you?
It's going to help me pay for my daughter's nursing school.
Woo! There's a why right there.
There's a why.
There's a why right there. I love it. How old's your daughter?
32.
Very cool.
So she's a paramedic, but she wants to get her RN. So.
Well, bless her. Thank you for I say thank you for her service and sacrifice, because I know that she's been out there on the front lines doing the Lord's work.
Thank you.
So, anyone else got a motivation that they're working on? Anything that's, focused on a why that you want to share? Like, what are you doing your day today for? Silence and crickets. Like it. You guys are awake this morning. Is everyone awake this morning? Do we need to do some jumping jacks?
Yeah.
Do some stretches, some calisthenics in the morning? Like,
I jiggle too much for that.
That's what we need to do, more calisthenics, my friend. You and I the same. Good morning, Scott.
I'm awake.
You're awake? I know you're awake. You already rode your bike up like 19 miles this morning. God, looking at your pictures makes me tired. So, well, guys, there's 5 minutes of the motivation this morning, and half y'all are asleep. And I think you just log in and walk away from your computer or your cell phone. Just turn it off, turn the camera off, and go disappear somewhere. I think that's what happens. Good morning, Miss Hope. How was your walk?
Hi, I'll share. I took my power walk today. It's really exciting. I'm going to finish a flyer that I've been working on for my neighborhood. So I plan to do that today.
Perfect. You guys want to hear something cool? I'm gonna share some behind the scenes stuff from the PC group yesterday. Is Tess and her neighborhood.
I'm taking Tess's idea too.
She went around and in her neighborhood, all the graduation or senior like people that had seniors in the windows and stuff, she got the addresses and sent congratulations cards and graduation cards too. So just in her neighborhood, getting her name out, just saying, hey, congratulations on your success. Congrats on graduating. So really great idea. Just a small thing. If you're driving around your neighborhoods and you happen to take note of a sign that says, 2020 senior, send them a card saying, hey, congratulations, you're a neighbor in real estate. So really, really great little tidbit to help build your sphere. And I really think you guys should all have a farm in your neighborhood. I am lucky enough to have 3 doors down another realtor. His name is Thomas. He works for HomeSmart. And I am working on taking away his market share. He's lived in this neighborhood for 20 years. I've lived in here for 20 days. So that's my motivation, is to be the best. We talked about it yesterday with my coach and my coach PC call. They talked about Gary Keller made a mention that there will be blood in the streets in Q2. Whose blood is it going to be? Not ours. Absolutely, Larry. I love that. Not ours. That means that we need to prepare now. Little story I told yesterday, this is a great little motivation for me, was that every now and again the lion, this is not, he lays under the shade tree, gets comfortable, and rests for a while. And as he's laying there, the other lions in the pack notice, and they come over and they mess with him. They pull on his ears and pull on his tail, and he doesn't care, doesn't seem to mind. Just he's relaxing in the shade, and he rests there. And then soon the jackals and the hyenas realize that the lion's not doing anything, just laying there. Maybe he's hurt. Maybe he's out of commission. So they start moving in on his territory. They start eating some of his food. They start hurting some of his tribe. And his pride seems to notice, but he doesn't seem to care. And then they get close enough, and then one day he stands up and he snaps. And he runs through the herd, kills everything, eats all the food in his path. The lion remembered that he needed to teach everyone he was a lion. He needed to get up and he needed to show that there was the power and there was the strength there, and that the enemies couldn't encroach on his land. So as Keller Williams, we need to do a better job of going out there and showing that we are the best. We have the best technology. We have the best culture. We have the best agents. Do you believe that? Absolutely.
Yes, absolutely.
Absolutely. And then another thing is, who do you know in your sphere right now that doesn't know Keller Williams is the biggest realty company in the world? Go remind them. Remind them that you are part of that you have the skill set and the ability to help them out. Other agents are going to call your clients and they're going to say, I can sell the house for more money and faster and better. Can they? Remind them you're the lion, right? Go out there and do it. Cool. That gives us about 20 minutes from some role play. Anyone has a particular situation you want to work on, or an opportunity you want to help hone down? Yesterday we worked on for sale by owner and cancellations. I still think you guys need to work a lot more on your forward sandwiches. So why doesn't somebody hit me with a forward sandwich? I see some nervous faces because y'all know at this point I start picking people.
I'll join, Dan. Do you want me to call you?
Or do you want to call someone else? Does someone else want to be a client? Perspective.
Somebody call me.
How about this? Ricky, why don't you call Hope?
Go ahead.
All right. Ring, ring, ring.
Hello.
Hi, Hope. This is Ricky Anderson with Keller Williams. How are you today?
Oh, good, Ricky. Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah, it has been. How's the family doing?
Oh, great. Just driving me about crazy these days.
Yeah, your kids still at home?
They are, yes. Yep. They're teenagers, you know.
Oh, so they're really driving you nuts then.
You got that right. How are your kids?
Oh, they're grown and out of the house. I don't have to worry about them anymore.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, my daughter just gave us a scare. She was real sick last week, so we all thought we were going to get the COVID, but she tested negative, so we're all happy about that.
Oh, that's good.
Do you guys have any scares like that?
No. Thank you.
Oh, that's great. So what are you doing for fun at home?
Well, you know, the kids, they have this new card game they want to play, 31. So we do that sometimes. But other than that, they like, you know, they're boys. They like gaming.
Game? Yeah, what video games?
They like Apex. They seem to be going through a phase where they're playing Apex a lot.
I've never heard of that one. What is that about?
I really wouldn't know. I just drive by, you know, walk by and hear little shooting sounds every now and then. So it seems pretty okay.
Yeah, my son does the card games a lot, and he plays like the Dungeons and Dragons and those big board games.
Uh-huh.
So I feel for you there. I have no idea what's going on when he gets into that stuff.
Yeah. Well, they need something to pass the time. So, and then finishing school online with my younger. So, yeah. Thanks for asking.
Yeah, no problem. How's the job going?
Oh, you know, working from home.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just still with healthcare, just coding, you know. So there's always a need for that line of work.
Yeah, coding's bad. My wife's a nurse. She gets into the coding a lot. She actually quit nursing and went into clinical research because of the insurance companies and how they deal with the coding and stuff like that. So
Right.
on that one, that's a tough one.
Yeah.
So,
Well, what about you? What's new with your job?
well, it's been a little slow lately. I'm still doing the real estate with Keller Williams, and I'm actually looking for clients. Do you have anybody who's looking to buy or sell a house?
Well, not offhand. I mean, I know my neighbor Bill I just found out the other day he's renting. I thought he owned the place, but he's a renter, and I'm not sure if he'd be interested.
Well, I'd be happy to give him a call. Do you have his information?
Gosh, I do, but he's older, and I would rather reach out to him first before I share his personal information.
Oh, not a problem. Is there a good time I can call you back?
Well, gosh, I'll probably see him when we go to check our mail today at noon. So probably 3, if you want to call me after 3.
Awesome. I can call you at 3. What's your phone number?
Mine, you just called.
Oh, I just called you.
Sorry
about that. Yeah, I'll call you back then.
Better, because at 3 o'clock I'll be running. So if you'll just text me, I'll be sure to let you know either way.
Not a problem.
Okay.
All right. Thanks for the tip, Hope.
That's no problem. Yep.
All right. Have a good one.
Okay. Same to you. Bye.
I have a suggestion, Ricky.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if it's the slowest ever. It's always, she asked you, how's your work going? And you're doing awesome. And that, thank you, why do you ask type of, I appreciate you asking, but you don't want to let them know that you're super dead and that you're only calling them because you're looking for prospects.
Okay.
I don't know. I have a different perspective. I the honesty. You connected with her, and you're reaching out like, hey, I could use your help too. So I don't know.
That's what I heard. I heard it as I can use your help too.
Mm-hmm.
I love the gratitude script we got in bold. If you guys have your bold packet from number 1, Nicole, I'll send it to you so you have it. Same with you, Eileen, just to make sure you guys have this script. I think it's great for you. It's hey, thanks for taking my call. This is Dan at Keller Williams, Southern Arizona. I was just calling to find out, how are you doing? How's everyone managing right now? Give them a time to talk. So, Teresa, why don't you and I run through that? Okay? You can be my client. I'll call you. Ring, ring.
Hey, good morning.
Hi, Teresa. This is Big Dan Caldwell at Keller Williams. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good today. How about you?
I'm doing well. I'm just calling to see how you're managing right now, how everything's going.
Oh, not bad, not bad. Homeschooling my 9-year-old grandson and helping my husband and juggling that with some other things. But yeah, overall, we're healthy, happy, and can't complain.
Amen. Can't ask for more than that. Teresa, I was just thinking about you and how grateful I am that I know you. You've always been such a great friend and supported me in all my endeavors. And how can I help you? Is there anything I can help you with, real estate or otherwise?
No, I'm pretty good, pretty happy where we're at. Yeah, we as you know, we bought our place about a year and a half ago, and we love it here in Tucson.
That's awesome. So I just want you to know how much I appreciated you, and I've always just know we're here to serve you in any way that we can. In fact, I'll be checking in a bit more frequently over the next few months if that's okay. And if you know anyone that needs you to be connected to resources, real estate or otherwise, let me know. And we have been helping people connect with low rate refinances. And I've even referred my dad to a lender to save him thousands of dollars over the term of the course and saving about $200 a month in payment. So it was pretty awesome. And, as well as anything you guys need for your house, I've got an electrician buddy that's out of work that's doing some upgrades for me now I put off for a long time, but it really seems to help people out. And a couple of my clients have used a few of my professional contacts to get their house a little bit more, spruced up or finally doing the remodel. So pretty cool.
Oh, that's really interesting. I didn't know you could do referrals for tradesmen. That's awesome. Cause we've been remodeling the house we bought, and we definitely have some electrical issues we found. So yeah, that would be awesome.
Absolutely. My resources are your resources. I want to make sure that you have all of the support you need in anything you do. Like I told you when we first met, that I didn't want to be just the guy that helped you buy a house. I want to be the guy that helped you build a home. And that's everything to do with it. So if you need somebody, please reach out to me. I might have somebody that can save you a lot of money, or somebody can just walk you through how to do it yourself. Quick question. What are you looking forward to doing most when all the dust settles on this? What's going on?
Oh, I really want to take my grandson to a ranch. He's never ridden a horse, and that's one of the things I really want to do this summer.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, hey, thanks again for taking my call. I really appreciate you, and sure we'll talk again soon. Tell your husband and I say hi, and give your grandson a big hug for me, and I'll see you guys soon.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, that'd be great. Thank you.
Awesome, Teresa. Thank you so much. So the gratitude script in there, it comes from contribution. You're focusing on the gratitude of knowing somebody. Appreciation is one of the highest response emotions. When you appreciate somebody and you genuinely appreciate them, do you think they feel that from you?
Yes, definitely.
Those of you that have been in business for 1 day or 100 years, it doesn't matter. Do you know people that will help people? I know Sotelo has a book of people. I can call them for anything. If I need a guy that's got a yellow painted gecko tree ornament, I'm sure he's got a guy. Don't you? Yep. So remind your sphere that it's not just real estate, like helping them buy a house, it's helping them build a home. And that's remodels, upgrades, repairs, random stuff. Like I called a friend of mine because I've got a guy who owns Maxwell Rugs, the guy on the side of the road. I couldn't remember what his name was. And so I called my best friend who didn't answer. He was out of the country. So I put it on Facebook, and then he finally responded, hey, his name's, Steve Maxwell. This is his phone number. I called him up, said, hey, Steve, my best friend Nick sold you a couple of your trucks. I'm looking to buy some rugs. He's like, yeah, come on down. And I got a deal on some rugs. I will go and spend money. It may cost me more to go to this person, but I will go spend money with somebody because they have helped me in the past, or they've helped the client in the past. They're part of my sphere. People helping people. Like the guy that's doing the tile work in my house right now has done 5 houses for my family. And I wasn't going to use him at first. Completely forgot about him. And then my dad's like, hey, what about Pedro? I was like, oh my God, you're right. So.
In connection with that, I'm in the middle of doing everything else, but I'm actually getting back to setting up Homekeeper. And I was able to go through Command and get it set up to have a Homekeeper blog on my website. So, and now I'm working on getting things lined up to have the little widget where people can search for professionals.
Why don't you give us a little bit of blurb of what Homekeeper is for the agents on here that aren't exactly as in tune that you are?
Okay, it's pretty neat. I'm still learning about it myself, but it's a nice platform that you can invite different professionals. They have a huge list, and then you can have like 3 or 4 or 10 different electricians, plumbers, whoever, painters, and then you tell your clients, hey, because you can connect it through the Keller Williams app, phone app. And that way they can download that app and they can connect to any of the professionals in there that you've got connected. And it's all branded. So you can also get branded flyers. The blog has, different things for, do-it-yourself home, if you wanted projects or just lots of different things, handy tips for homeowners and, interesting things. Everybody likes do-it-yourself stuff. So that would be kind of a nice, and your name and all your information's right there on the blog too. So it's another little PR thing plus information.
Great resource too. And it's free to Keller Williams agents. So guys, please utilize the technology and tools there for you. Mm-hmm. If you didn't even know about it, now you do. Another arrow in your quiver. I haven't heard the term quiver in a long time until the other day I was on a call. Someone was like, "It's another arrow in your quiver." I was like, "Huh."
That was Dick Nichols.
That was Dick. Yeah.
That sounds like it would be Dick. I'm a gun guy. My dad was a collector in California for many years, and I grew up around them. So it's another bullet in your gun, another kind of thing. An arrow in your quiver sounds cooler.
Yeah.
So.
And it gives you an opportunity on HomeKeeper to call the vendors and talk to them and network with them. And, who knows, maybe they'll know someone or, give you a lead.
Ask for referrals. If you guys are doing inspections, ask your inspector to send you a referral. You send him business, let him send you business. I'm sure he's working with a ton of agents, which is great. How many of those agents are going to say, "Hey, listen, send me a referral. Who do you know that I can talk to today about buying, selling, or investing in a home?"
Mm-hmm.
So I love it. All right, time for at least one more call. What do you guys want to do? Let's throw something out there.
I really see, I can't even think when I'm thinking of it. The coffee hasn't kicked in yet. Objections.
Okay.
I don't have a problem talking to people honestly about how are you doing, things going on in your life, blah, blah, blah. But that day comes that I'm just going to actually make a call, and the first thing that happens is I get rejected or objections. I'm probably going to go as blank as I just did a minute ago.
It's okay. Your job as a sales professional doesn't start until somebody gives you an objection. Otherwise,
thanks for that.
So that's okay. What kind of objections we talking about? No, I'm not interested. I don't know anyone right now. Like, these are the questions you're asking during a forward call. Now, Anthony, let me ask you, how do you overcome when somebody says, "I don't know anyone right now"?
I can appreciate that. I completely understand not everybody knows everybody at the very moment. But if you could do me a favor, now that we've discussed it, you're going to probably come across a few people in the next week or so that's going to be talking real estate. And if you could just remember to give me a call and give me those people's information, I would really appreciate it.
It's awesome. So, acknowledge, appreciate the objection, isolate, move on. All right, let me get another one. So, who can I pick on?
I read a guy's somebody that had posted in bold on the chat line, and this guy blew me away. I mean, he was talking about how he had called somebody. I don't know how he got it, and the guy told him to F off. How did you get my email address? I didn't give it to you, or my phone number. F off. And then he went on and started saying his stuff again. And the guy said, "I told you I didn't send it, F off." And so I hung up. Well, he turned around and called the same guy the next day because he knew that he was lying, that he had given him the information, and he was just testing him. So he called the guy back, and the first thing the guy said is, "I told you I didn't do that, F off." And he said, he replied back and he said, "Oh, I thought you just meant yesterday. And in between that, you won the lottery. So your mind might be changed today." And the guy just started laughing, and they hit it off. And now he's got a sale going.
Yeah.
How do you have that kind of gonads?
It's not being afraid. Like I said the other day, I have yet to be punched through the phone. I have been punched before the phone. I have been punched after the phone, but I have never been punched through the phone. And this right here scares people. This box in your hand, right? We talk about that being, you're in a box, calling people in a box, hoping they give you the right information. This box can either be your downfall or your savior. If you don't use it for its intended purposes and make money with it and just use it as a distraction or an excuse, reasons or results, you can't have both. And not being afraid of the outcome. I have been hung up on. I call the person right back. "Hey, Mrs. Johnson, it looks like we got disconnected." "No, I hung up on you." "Well, why would you do that?" It's coming from a positive frame of mind. It's coming from a higher plane, not just, "Well, man, Fooey on you for hanging up on me. Like when you guys are around me making phone calls, you'll hear me get hung up on. You'll hear me get those people saying, man, go screw yourself. Go climb a tree. Go jump on a buffalo. And I'll be like, all right, well, I appreciate that. Sounds like a good idea to me. And they'll hang up. You call them back. They hang up. You call them back. Don't do it a third time because that's become harassment. That's the line. And then just you have fun with it. They're like, listen, I know you didn't hang up on me. That'd be incredibly rude. And the relationship that you and I have is definitely higher than that. So give me a call back. I'm here to help any way I can. Just the one thing you guys got to remember is people have bad days. So if you have a bad interaction right now, or you have an objection, or you have some resistance, call them a different time. How many times have you just been in a terrible mood when somebody called and you snapped at them like a shark in the water? You know?
Well, that's why I turned my ringer off.
Yeah, you're like, "Mah, mah."
I don't take phone
Throw your
calls.
phone across the room, and the next day they call you, you're as calm as a kitten. My dad just popped in again, and he is a case study on this. Give him 15 minutes and his mood will change. Like I've seen him slam a phone down, 30 seconds later get a phone call from somebody else like nothing ever happened. It just in that second you called and he was frustrated about something. You called at the wrong second. Hang up, call back, and he's all, hey, sorry about that. I was in the middle of something.
Hey, so Tess.
Yeah.
So what I heard you say just a little bit ago is that you're not picking up the phone because you're expecting someone to just shut you down. And that's what you're kind of fearing at this point, which is the same.
That's not my reason. That's not the reason I'm not making the calls. I just don't want to be that person that bothers people. And you're going to get that. But in between, you're also going to get you're going to get the people that will talk to you. So here's my whole point. Expect to have tough conversations. Expect to have some people just say, I'm not interested, click. Expect to run into walls. That's part of picking up the phone and calling people. Yeah.
But here's the analysis. You can throw one line in the pond to go fishing, or you can throw 10 or 20 or 30, which is basically our phone calls that we're making every time.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're going to throw a line that doesn't get a bite all day long. But if you throw 10 lines and you get one bite, have you succeeded?
Yeah. And
one out of 10, even 1 out of 20, 1 out of 30. If one phone call out of 40 that you make in the day turns into a prospect, you've had a successful day.
Love that, Larry. Good stuff. Let's change the frame of mind. If you knew it took 40 people to say no to you to get a yes, would you make 41 phone calls a day? Right?
I have a funny story in connection with that. I'm kind of naive because I'm not used to getting hung up on. So when I was making some calls, I connected with the guy and we talked for a minute and then we're disconnected. So obviously I thought, the call dropped or whatever. So I immediately just calling back and he could tell. I'm sure he hung up on me. But because I was so naive, I'm like, I'm so sorry. I don't know what happened. My phone signal must have dropped because of the mountains around here. I didn't, I hope you didn't think I hung up on you. It was completely opposite. So he was kind of shocked and he's like, oh, that's okay. And he actually talked to me a little bit because I think he was like so embarrassed. He didn't want to go, I actually hung up on you. So it was fun. Later on, I realized, after I got thinking about it, I think that guy actually hung up on me, but
I love doing that because just stay on the phone. Like I love how Larry said that is you're gonna get some resistance. You're gonna get a lot of no's before you get a yes. If we expect these things and we soldier on without it, don't be attached to the outcome. Don't pick up the phone knowing it's going to be a terrible conversation because you're going to present that. You're going to project that energy. Just go into it, go through your scripts, have a conversation, make some rapport. Hopefully you talking to somebody's going to give you the right information and you do create an opportunity for yourself. So don't let your fears of what could be keep you from doing the things that you need to do. You know, don't run from fear, run towards the things you want. Right now, that's what it's all about. So I love that, Larry. Thank you so much. That was a great point. Tess, write that down. Just make the call. Don't think, just do. Don't be attached to the outcome. Don't be worried about what could happen. Just document what did happen. Cool?
Yeah.
I want to say congratulations to Eileen to having her first ever listing live and active.
Yay!
Yay!
Congratulations.
So awesome, guys. Well, love the wins today. Enjoy your Tuesday. Happy Purple Shirt Tuesday. I love all the participation out there. I see you. I see you. I do.
It's got purple in it.
It does. And the only thing I'm missing from you, Tess, is something on your vision board. Because I could have swore that Larry talked about, you know, the marker thing. You could just write on there. I don't see that either. Because I saw your head nodding a lot when Larry was telling you that, but there's still nothing on there.
Don't make us come over there, Tess. We could come over and help you with your board.
I think.
Yeah, I want information on doing a vision board. I've been putting off doing one forever because I'm like, I don't know how.
I think she should go write something on there while we're on this call.
Okay.
Or move that amazing sticker at least.
Just one word, Tess. Just one word.
OCD will kick in, and then I'll spend extra time cleaning it off. So no.
Come on, go put it on a sticky note. Just put the sticky note up there.
I
Do you have sticky notes on your desk?
yeah.
Yes. Okay. Let me see them. Let me see your. Okay.
Right? Yeah.
I want you to write the word successful on it. Put successful on it right now. And I want to